Your feet are lying to you. It sounds strange, doesn't it? But stick with me for a moment. We spend our whole lives thinking our feet are just there to carry us from one place to another. But I've learned, both from ancient texts and from 60 years of walking on this earth, that they can tell us a profound story or a misleading one. And learning to read the true story can be the difference between a life of confident movement and one lived in fear of a fall. Hello, my friends. I am Kai. Today, I want to talk about something so fundamental we often forget its importance: the way we walk. Specifically, I want to share a simple yet transformative idea: how to truly embrace the earth with each step you take. Now, think about how you walk. When you're moving across the kitchen or walking through the park, what part of your foot hits the ground first? For many of us, especially as we get a little older and perhaps a bit more cautious, we start walking flat-footed. We place our whole foot down at once, almost slapping the pavement. It feels safe, right? Solid. But this is the lie your feet are telling you. This habit actually sends a jolt, a small, hard shockwave, straight up your legs, to your hips, and into your spine. It disrupts your body's natural rhythm. Imagine a boat on a lake. A gentle, rolling wave moves smoothly across the water. But a sudden, sharp splash creates chaos, ripples going everywhere. That flat-footed step is the splash. What we're looking for is the gentle, rolling wave. The most balanced, the most harmonious way to walk is to land on your heel first. Then, consciously, gently, roll your foot through its entire length, from the heel, across the arch, to the ball, and finally, pushing off with your toes. Heel, roll. Toes, heel, roll, toes. This is how the body was designed to move. It's a perfect piece of natural engineering. This simple rolling motion acts as a natural cushion. It's the body's own shock absorption system, dissipating the force of each step and protecting your joints. When you do this, your entire body stays in a beautiful, harmonious alignment. Your posture improves, your balance becomes more centered, and that connection to the ground feels different. I remember working with a gentleman named Arthur, a retired carpenter in his late 60s. Arthur loved his daily walks, but had become fearful after a close call where he stumbled on an uneven sidewalk. He started walking stiffly, his feet landing hard, his eyes glued to the ground. He told me, "Kai, it feels like I'm walking on eggshells." I asked him to just try this one thing, to go to a soft patch of grass in his yard and take off his shoes. I told him to forget about distance or speed and to just feel the ground. To imagine his foot was lovingly greeting the earth with each step. First, the heel, like a gentle knock on a door, then the rest of the foot rolling forward, like an opening invitation. It felt awkward to him at first, but after a few minutes, something shifted. He looked up at me and said, "I feel planted. I feel solid." That's the secret. It's not just a mechanical movement. It's about connection. When you walk this way, you're not just moving over the earth. You're having a conversation. With it, with each step, you can feel its steady, unwavering presence beneath you. Have you ever felt that? That sense of being completely supported, completely grounded? This simple change in your walk can bring that feeling into every moment of your day, so I invite you to try it. You don't need a special park or a patch of grass. You can try it right now in your living room. Stand up, take a breath, and just take one step. Feel your heel connect. Feel the gentle roll. Feel your toes. Give a final push. It's a meditation in motion. It's a way of reclaiming your body's innate wisdom. This isn't about becoming a perfect walker overnight. It's about beginning a new relationship with your body and with the ground you walk on. A relationship built not on fear, but on a graceful, flowing, and deeply felt connection. Embrace the earth, and you will find it always there to support you. Asterisk. In our last conversation, we explored how to greet the earth with our feet, that gentle, conscious, heeled toto roll that turns walking from a chore into a conversation. I hope you've had a chance to feel that connection, that sense of being truly planted, as my friend Arthur called it. Today, I want to add the next layer, because once our body finds its physical grace, we can introduce the element that gives it life, that gives it soul. I'm talking about our breath. Now, this might sound a little out there at first. Most of us, unless we're running a race, never think about our breath when we walk. It's just there. It happens automatically in the background, like a forgotten radio playing in another room. But what if I told you that this forgotten rhythm is the secret to unlocking a deeper level of balance, calm, and endurance? Have you ever noticed that when you feel anxious or rushed, your breathing becomes shallow and quick? Your shoulders tense up. You might hold your breath without even realizing it. And when you walk in that state, every step feels uncertain, almost frantic. It's in these moments that we are most likely to stumble, to lose our footing, because our mind and body are out of sync. They aren't speaking the same language. Your breath is the translator. It's the bridge between your mind's intention and your body's action. I once knew a woman named Eleanor, a retired school teacher who lived with a constant hum of anxiety. She walked in short, hurried bursts, as if she were always late for something. She explained to me, "Kai, my mind just races ahead, and my body feels like it's struggling to catch up." I suggested something incredibly simple. I asked her not to change her pace, not to change anything at all, except to give her breath a job to do. I said, "Eleanor, as you walk, just try this. Inhale through your nose for 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Then, exhale gently through your mouth for 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. At first, she found it difficult. Her mind wanted to race ahead, and her breath wanted to follow. But she persisted. She made it a little game. Inhale, step, 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 exhale, step, step. A week later, I saw her walking in the park. The change was remarkable. The frantic energy was gone. Her movements were fluid, graceful. She looked up, smiling, and told me the most beautiful thing. She said, "For the first time, my mind and my feet arrived at the same destination at the same time." Isn't that wonderful? This isn't just a spiritual idea. There's a simple wisdom to it. When you consciously link your breath to your steps, you are telling your nervous system that everything is okay. You are in control. The steady rhythm of your breathing calms the mind, which in turn relaxes the body. Tense, rigid muscles are far more likely to lead to a fall than relaxed, responsive ones. Your breath is the conductor of this beautiful internal orchestra. So, let's imagine this together. The next time you walk, whether it's to the mailbox or around the block, just start to notice your breath. Don't force it, just observe it. Then, gently, begin to count. Maybe it's 2 steps for your inhale and 2 for your exhale, or maybe it's 4. The number doesn't matter. What matters is the rhythm. Inhale, step, step, exhale. Step, step. Feel how this simple cadence starts to permeate your entire being. Feel how the tension in your shoulders might begin to soften. Feel how your mind, instead of worrying about the past or rushing toward the future, settles into the peaceful, present moment of this step. And this breath, by pairing the groundedness of the heel-to-toe walk with the rhythm of conscious breathing, you transform a simple walk into a powerful practice. It becomes a source of stability, not just for your body, but for your mind and your spirit as well. You are no longer just walking. You are moving with purpose, with peace, and with a profound sense of inner balance. We have learned to walk on the earth, feeling its support with each heel-to-toe roll. We have learned to breathe with our steps, allowing that gentle rhythm to bring our mind and body into a state of peace. Today, we will complete the picture. We will bring that same sense of freedom and balance to our upper body by answering a simple question. What do we do with our arms? Now, before you answer, just take a quiet moment and notice, as you're sitting or standing there, where are your hands? Are they in your pockets, folded tightly across your chest, perhaps resting stiffly on your lap? It's a habit for so many of us. We tuck our hands away, especially when it gets a little chilly outside, or we're feeling pensive. On our walks, we might lock them in our pockets or hold them rigidly at our sides. It feels secure, contained. But what if I told you that in an effort to feel more secure, you are actually taking away one of your body's most powerful tools for balance? Imagine a tightrope walker. What is the one thing they always have? A long pole. They hold it out, and it helps them make tiny, constant adjustments, keeping their center of gravity perfectly stable. Now, you and I don't need to carry a pole on our walks. Why? Because we were born with 2 of them. Our arms. Your arms are your natural stabilizers. They are designed to move in graceful opposition to your legs, creating a perfect, rhythmic counterbalance. When you put your hands in your pockets or freeze your arms, you are essentially tying your tightrope poles to your sides. You're taking away your ability to make those small, instinctive adjustments. This forces the small muscles in your core and your back to work much harder to keep you upright, increasing your fatigue and, more importantly, increasing your risk of a fall if you should hit an uneven patch of ground. Think of it this way. Have you ever watched a large bird, like an eagle or a heron, as it comes in for a landing? It doesn't hold its wings stiffly. It uses them, adjusts them, catches the air with them to maintain perfect control and land with incredible grace. Your arms long to be your wings. They want to dance with the wind as you walk. I was speaking with a woman, Carol, who was terrified of slipping on the winter ice. Her natural reaction was to tense up completely, walking with her arms pinned to her sides. I suggested she try the opposite. I said, Carol, bundle up warmly, but keep your hands out of your pockets. Allow your arms to be loose, to be free. Let them swing naturally. She came back later and told me it felt completely counterintuitive at first, but then she noticed something amazing. As her foot slipped slightly on a slick spot, her opposite arm instinctively flew out, not in a panic, but in a smooth, automatic reaction that instantly restored her balance. She didn't have to think about it. her body just knew what to do. By freeing her arms, she had unlocked her body's own beautiful, built-in safety system. So this is my invitation to you today. Let your arms be free as you walk. Consciously relax your shoulders, unclench your fists. Let your hands be soft, and just allow your arms to sway gently, naturally from the shoulder. Let them find their own rhythm, moving in harmony with your legs and your breath. Feel that sense of wholeness, the grounding from your feet, the rhythm from your breath, and now the balance from your arms. All three are working together, a seamless symphony of movement. You are no longer just a person taking a walk. You are balance in motion. You are grace embodied. Let your arms dance, and you will find a stability you never thought possible. Asterisk, asterisk, greetings, my friends. Together, we have built a foundation. We've learned to feel the earth with a gentle, rolling step. We've found the calming rhythm of our own breath. We've freed our arms to become our wings, our natural tools of balance. With all these pieces in place, our body is aligned. It is communicating. It is ready. But there is one more element we must talk about, and it has to do with our perspective, not just on life, but in the most literal sense. The simple question is this: when you walk, where do you look? Now, for so many of us, especially if we've ever felt unsteady, the answer is immediate: down. I look down at my feet, of course. I need to see the ground to make sure I don't trip. It seems like the safest, most logical thing in the world. To do it is an act of self-protection, and it comes from a place of wisdom. But I want to gently suggest that this wisdom, while well-intentioned, may be leading you astray. Let's try a little thought experiment. Imagine your spine is a long, graceful staff, and your head is a heavy ball balanced perfectly on top. When you walk with your chin up and your eyes looking forward, that heavy ball rests effortlessly on the staff. Your body is in alignment. But the moment you tilt your head to look down at your feet, that heavy ball is now pulling everything forward. Your spine curves, your shoulders round, and your body's center of balance is thrown completely off in an effort to avoid a potential stumble. You have actually put your entire body into a state of continuous, low-grade imbalance. You are constantly fighting the forward pull of your own head. It is exhausting, and paradoxically, it makes a fall more likely. The practice, then, is to trust that your feet, which we have trained to feel the earth, know where the ground is. The practice is to lift your gaze. This doesn't mean staring blankly at the sky. It means keeping your chin parallel to the ground and letting your eyes scan the path 10 to 15 feet ahead of you. You see what's coming. You allow your peripheral vision, that soft, focused awareness at the edges, to take care of the ground directly beneath you. Your body will feel it long before your eyes need to confirm it. I remember speaking with a man named Robert, a retired accountant, who was so worried about the uneven pavement in his neighborhood that he walked everywhere staring at his shoes. He told me, "Kai, I haven't seen the neighbor's flowers all season. I haven't noticed if the leaves are changing on the maple tree. I'm so focused on what's down, I've forgotten to look up." He was missing the world in his effort to navigate it. When we finally convinced him to just try looking ahead, he felt vulnerable at first. But then, as he settled into it, he realized he could see the one raised bit of sidewalk well in advance. He didn't need to stare it down until the last second. He could see it, register it, and his body would naturally adjust long before he got there. He started seeing the flowers again. He noticed the birds. His walk became a source of joy, not a task of navigation. Where you place your gaze is where you place your energy. Are you placing it on the fear of the crack in the sidewalk, or on the beauty of the path ahead? Both exist. You get to choose which one you focus on. So on your next walk, I invite you to conduct this one final experiment. Lift your eyes. Trust your feet. Trust your breath. Trust your arms. See the world that is waiting for you. When you do, you will find that physical balance and a peaceful perspective are not separate things at all. They are one and the same. Hello again. Over our time together, we have been tuning the instrument of the body. We've learned to use our feet, our breath, our arms, and our eyes to create a beautiful symphony of balanced movement. And for many of us, on most days, this is all we need. But the path of life is long, and there are times when our bodies change. An injury, a spell of dizziness, or simply the wisdom of our years may whisper to us that a little extra support is needed. And in these moments, we are often introduced to a new companion, a cane, or perhaps a walker. Too often, we see these tools as a surrender, a sign of decline. We resist them, and when we do use them, we often use them in a way that works against us today. I want to talk about how to transform these tools from a symbol of limitation into a source of profound stability and freedom. We will learn to seek harmony with our tools. Let's start with the cane. I have seen this so many times. A person has a weaker left leg, so, logically, they hold the cane in their left hand. It seems to make sense. You want to support the side that's weak, but this actually creates an unstable, lurching motion. All your support is on one side, and you risk throwing your hip out of alignment. The ancient wisdom of balance teaches us the opposite. If your left leg is weaker, you should hold the cane in your right hand on your stronger side. Why? Imagine you are a table. With two legs, you are unsteady. But if you add a third leg, the cane on the opposite side of your weak leg, you create a stable triangle. The cane and your strong leg support your body as your weaker leg swings through. Cane and weak leg move together. It creates a graceful 4-point rhythm. Right foot, left hand with cane. Left foot, right hand free. You are creating a wider, more stable foundation. It is harmony. Now, let's talk about the walker. I often see people pushing their walkers far out in front of them, as if they are pushing a shopping cart. They are hunched over, their arms are outstretched, and they are walking behind their support system, not with it. This posture is one of the most unbalanced positions you can be in. A walker is not a cart to be pushed. Think of it instead as a dance partner, or as a movable frame that is an extension of your own personal space. You should be inside it, not trailing it. Keep it close. Your hips should be in line with the back legs of the walker. As you step, you glide the walker forward just a little. Then you step into that space. Your feet land in the center of the frame. Your back stays straight. Your gaze stays forward. I remember a lovely woman named Margaret who was given a walker after a surgery. She hated it. She left it in a corner, calling it that metal cage. She felt it trapped her. One day, I asked her to try thinking of it differently. I said, "Margaret, it is not a cage. It is your partner. Let it support you, but you lead the dance. We practiced keeping it close, stepping into its embrace. Within an afternoon, her entire posture changed. She was no longer a prisoner pushing a cage, but a graceful woman moving with her partner. She told me later, with a tear in her eye, that her walker had given her the confidence to go back to tending her beloved rose garden. It didn't limit her, it liberated her. So, if you use one of these wise companions, I invite you to look at it anew. It is not a sign of weakness. It is a tool of wisdom, a bridge that allows you to continue to walk in the world with confidence and grace. Learn its rhythm, make it your partner, and you will find it gives you a harmony you may have thought was lost. Asterisk, asterisk, my dear friends, we have been on quite a journey together, haven't we? We started at the ground, learning to greet the earth with our feet. We found the rhythm of life in our own breath. We freed our arms to be our partners in balance, lifted our gaze to see the world, and learned to find harmony with the tools that support us. Each of these is a vital thread. But today, in our final conversation, I want to share the secret that weaves all these threads together into a strong and beautiful tapestry. And strangely enough, this final secret is found not in the act of walking, but in the moments of stillness in between. It's about how we cultivate a deep, unshakable balance before we even take the first step. We live in a world that tells us to always be moving, always be doing, but the most profound strength is often built in quietude. Think of it not as exercise, which can sound like a chore, but as planting seeds of balance throughout your day. These are small, simple moments of practice that build a powerful, intuitive wisdom within your body. Let me give you a few gentle ideas. Tonight, when you are brushing your teeth, just try standing on one foot. You can hold onto the counter for support, of course. This isn't a test. Simply feel the tiny, incredible muscles in your standing foot and ankle waking up, making constant, microscopic adjustments. You are having a conversation with them. You are reminding them of their purpose. Or, perhaps, when you have a quiet moment, you can try a slow, meditative walk down your hallway. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel to toe, as if on a balance beam. Move slowly. Feel the complete transfer of weight from one foot to the next. The goal isn't to get to the other end. The goal is to feel the journey of each single step. And maybe the most important seed you can plant is this: the pause, the moment before you rise from a chair. How often do we just pop up, our minds already halfway across the room? It's in that rush that dizziness can find us. Instead, try this. Before you stand, take one single conscious breath. Inhale, exhale. Feel your feet flat on the floor. Then rise calmly. You have given your body and your blood pressure a moment to adjust. You have chosen to move with intention. What we are doing with these small practices is building what the ancient texts call the body's memory. We are creating a library of balanced sensations in our muscles and nerves. We are training our body to become its own guardian. The purpose is beautiful. If you should ever trip on a rug or step on an unexpected curb, your body will not need to wait for your conscious mind to panic. It will not have to think. It will simply react. An arm will fly out. A foot will adjust. Your core will engage, all with a grace and speed you didn't know you possessed. Because you have practiced, you have planted the seeds, and your body remembers. So you see the heel-to-toe step, the rhythmic breath, the free arms, the forward gaze, and the harmonious tool are not just a list of tricks. They are the components of a mindful, joyful dance. And these quiet moments of stillness are the rehearsal. This journey we have been on is not truly about preventing falls. It is about promoting freedom. The freedom to move through your home and your world with confidence, to feel stable and secure in your own body, to enjoy the simple, profound gift of walking. Thank you for walking this path with me. May your steps always be steady, your heart be light, and your spirit free. Be well.